Hello, my name is Brianna Cabral, and this is my service quote. My service quote will be on hospitality employees and how to empower them. And I'm going to use my uniform as an example. My service philosophy statement is motivating and empowering hospitality employees can provide high-quality guest experiences. Since quality and value are defined by the guest, the employee who provides the guest experience must not only be well-trained, but highly motivated. My not-so-service philosophy is, not motivating and empowering hospitality employees will not provide a high-quality guest experience. Since quality and value are not defined by the guest, the employees who provide the guest experience does not have to be well-trained and not motivated. I have worked for Disney before, and I'm just getting back to the company now. And when I first started working for the company, I had great pride in my uniform. My uniform, when I put it on, it was not just a coat of armor, but also a way to get through the day, and also a way to represent myself and the company. So when I break down why each part is important off of my uniform, I will explain how it coincides with my philosophy. I'm going to start with the pants. When you put on pants, you generally think of you're going to be doing some type of job or work or providing some type of service. Especially when I wear pants, because I mostly enjoy wearing dresses. So I take pants as a representation of hard work and dedication. As an employee, you need hard work and dedication, and as a company, you want to find employees like that. My costume or my uniform has long pants, which reminds me that I am going to be working in a more formal setting instead of a more casual setting where short pants would more be appropriate. Wearing formal pants will also remind me that I'm going to be in the front of the house, meaning that I'm going to be doing a lot of guest interactions, and I'm going to be on display, meaning I have to keep my pants pressed, I have to keep them clean, and they have to come all the way down to my ankles to show modesty. Next is the belt. The belt generally holds up your pants. And in turn, I feel like this represents the management staff during a shift. When you are having a not so good day, or someone else is not having a good day, you generally lean on your coworkers or your management staff to hold you up or to provide some type of assistance, whether it is to assist you in a problem or just to listen. Your belt, majority of the time, your belt is that secure foundation that you know everything is going to be all right. The next article of clothing would be the shirt. This piece of clothing of my uniform, you as a guest would see the most. It's the thing that's going to draw your eye is going to be the shirt. When you put on a freshly pressed shirt, you feel empowered. When you present yourself accordingly, feeling empowered, the guest is more willing to correspond with you, to look to you for questions, examples, or any type of assistance. When you are not representing yourself in a clean and pressed manner, you tend to not have that type of attitude. For instance, this shirt generally buttons all the way up to my neck, and it shows a great deal of modesty, and the sleeves come all the way down to my wrist. So all attention is going to be on my face, where the attention should be, where the guest should be looking, and you should be interacting with them. The next would be my hairnet. I work in a restaurant, So we wear hairnets around our hair, unless you have short hair. The hairnet protects the customer's food from contamination. Employees who keep their hairnet close and do not forget it at home or in the car generally care about the well-being of the guest and the well-being of your company. I keep my hairnet inside of my backpack at all times, and it's one of, when I do get out my uniform to get dressed, it's one of the first things that I make sure that I have. Because I don't want a manager coming up to me and saying, Brianna, you forgot your hairnet. That shows that I do not care, or I am not putting the guest's interest above my own. Next would be the hat. The hat is like a crown. And when you think of a crown, you think of royalty or importance. It's an honor to be working at whatever company you're working at. And just the thought that the company chose you out of many applicants, your hat should remind you of this. It reminds you of the rewards and reminds you of all the possibilities that you could face ahead of you. I work for Disney, and some of our rewards for working at Disney are, of course, the tickets, the discounts, and just being a part of the family. Disney is very big on your journey, where you begin, and who knows the possibilities that you will end up. The next article would be my apron. This protects my uniform, which is an important part of working. Management should be protecting you from guests or any other aspects of your career. Since guests are the most important person that you are interacting with at Disney as an employee, they should be there to help you answer questions when you cannot answer questions, or help you out of difficult situations if you do not know a solution. Managers are that barrier between a guest problem, and they are also a solution to a guest problem. Now, the next would be the shoes. And I do not have my shoes with me. They are in my locker. The reason why I keep my shoes in my locker is because I walk on very dirty floors in a restaurant. The floors tend to get dirty or such, and I would like to keep my shoes away from my home and inside of my locker at work. Another reason would be so I don't forget them. They're not generally comfortable, but they do provide the most important thing, which is my safety. No slip shoes is for your safety, and when the company cares about your safety, it makes you want to care about them. They could put us in, of course, in slippery shoes, or tell you you can bring whatever shoes you want, but then that shows that they don't care about you. And generally, when management or your leadership team does not care about you as an employee, you tend to start to slack off or misplace things or become the employee that no company wants. Next would be my name tag. On your name tag at Disney, it has whatever name, whether you want it to be your nickname or it can be your whole name, your whole first name, and it has your hometown. When guests at Disney see your name tag, they find a sense of trust. This is the strongest piece, one of the strongest pieces of your uniform. It shows who you're working for, what they represent. When you keep it clean and you always have it, you never forget it, you show that you know not only the customer can have trust in you, but you have trust in the company that you work for. And it shows a sense of respect. The customer can respect you, and you can respect your company. Now, I believe the most important part of a uniform is going to be your smile. My general mission when I go to work every day is to make people smile. They don't say service with a smile for anything. It's very important. You can turn a guest problem or disaster into a wonderful time just by smiling at someone or giving them something to smile about. I deal with children that are giving their parents a hard time on a daily basis, or dads that have reached their end of the leg of the journey after being in parks all day or for 5 days. And also veterans that just come to Disney to get away or to feel recognized, because we do recognize veterans. And a smile goes a very long way. You don't do it because you want something in return. You do it just so that the customer and yourself can feel a sense of gratification or a sense of acceptance from both parties. I smile at my managers. They come in and they always look like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders. And a smile, it helps them forget. I smile at my supervisor, and he tends to forget about the stress of running a restaurant, which can be very stressful when chefs are behind, or food's not prepared, or coworkers are not handling their weight. And a smile will get you through the day. And I truly love working at the restaurant that I do work at, because we try to empower each other every day, because we are prideful for the company that we work for. So this is my service quilt, and I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you.